Ever notice how some people can wait hours for a text while others spiral after 5 minutes? That's not personality. That's attachment. If you've ever wondered why you overthink relationships, why love feels calm for some people and exhausting for others, or why you feel fine alone one day and anxious the next, this video might quietly explain your entire dating history. Today, we're breaking down secure attachment versus anxious attachment in plain English. No therapist voice, no jargon. And by the end, you're probably going to recognize yourself, maybe a little too clearly. And fair warning, once you see this, you can't unsee it. Attachment theory comes from psychology, and it basically says this. Your brain learned how love works before you were even old enough to talk. From caregivers, from early relationships, from how connection felt when you needed comfort. Your nervous system learned one core question. Is closeness safe? Or is closeness something I have to earn, chase, or worry about? That learning didn't disappear. It followed you into adulthood, into dating, into friendships, into how you react to silence, conflict, and emotional distance. Two common attachment styles are secure attachment and anxious attachment. Let's talk about what those actually look like in real life. Securely attached people feel safe in connection. Not perfect, not emotionless, just stable. They assume relationships are generally safe unless proven otherwise. When someone doesn't text back right away, their first thought is usually they're busy. I'll hear from them later. Not I did something wrong. Not they're losing interest. Not, oh no, it's happening again. Secure attachment isn't about confidence or ego. It's about trusting consistency. These people enjoy closeness without feeling overwhelmed, and they tolerate distance without feeling abandoned. They don't need constant reassurance to feel okay. They communicate needs directly and calmly. For example, when you don't respond for a long time, I feel a little disconnected. Can we talk about that? No drama. No mind reading. No emotional chess. And when a relationship ends, it hurts, but it doesn't shatter their identity. They don't immediately think I'm unlovable. They think this wasn't the right fit. That's secure attachment. Now let's talk about anxious attachment. Because if secure attachment feels calm, anxious attachment feels loud. Very loud. Anxiously attached people deeply crave closeness but don't fully trust it. Love feels important but fragile. There's often a background fear of being abandoned, replaced, or forgotten. So when connection feels strong, it feels amazing. But when there's silence, distance, or uncertainty, the nervous system goes into alarm mode. A text goes unanswered. A tone feels different. Plans feel slightly off. And suddenly the brain starts running worst-case scenarios. Did I say something wrong? Are they pulling away? Are they talking to someone else? Should I send another message? Would that seem desperate? Anxious attachment is not being needy. It's being hyper-alert. The brain learned early on that connection can be inconsistent, so it stays on guard. These people often overgive, overthink, and over-explain. They might seek reassurance but still feel unsatisfied by it. You can tell them everything is fine, and part of their brain still says, yeah, but what if it's not? Here's the important part. Anxious attachment is not weakness. And secure attachment is not superiority. Attachment styles are survival strategies. They form to protect you. Anxious attachment learned if I stay alert, I won't be abandoned. Secure attachment learned people I love are generally responsive and safe. Neither is a moral failure. One just feels more exhausting. One of the hardest dynamics in dating happens when anxious attachment meets emotional distance. Anxious energy seeks reassurance. Distance triggers anxiety. That anxiety seeks more connection, which can accidentally push the other person away. Not because anyone is bad, but because nervous systems are misaligned. The anxious person thinks I need closeness to feel calm. The other person thinks I need space to feel calm. Same goal, different routes, and without awareness, both people feel misunderstood. The hopeful part is this. Anxious attachment can become secure. Attachment styles are learned, which means they can be relearned. Security isn't about who you date. It's about what your nervous system practices. Healing anxious attachment often means learning to self-soothe instead of seeking reassurance immediately. separating intuition from anxiety, and choosing consistency over chaos that just feels familiar. Over time, your brain learns I don't have to panic to stay connected. That's earned security, and it's real. Here's a quick self-check. When someone pulls back, do you stay grounded and curious? Or do you feel an urgent need to fix it? Do you trust actions over assumptions? Or does silence automatically turn into worst-case stories? There's no wrong answer, only awareness. And awareness is where change starts. If this video made something click for you, share it with someone who always overthinks texts. They know who they are. And if you want more videos that explain psychology in a way that actually makes sense, hit subscribe. Because once you understand attachment styles, you don't just see relationships differently. You start noticing why waiting for a text feels calm for some people and unbearable for others. And now that you've heard that, ask yourself again. Ever notice how some people can wait hours for a text while others spiral after 5 minutes?